What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we covered a story a couple days ago out of Dallas, Texas. Shout out. And it was about this young lady up here, in the place of where this crime occurred is in the picture. Young lady you see up here is 22-year-old Kiana Zakia Hampton, I think. Her middle name is 22 years old. Opened the door for this woman right here, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson. And Miss Simpson didn't say thank you. And of course, you know, Miss 22-year-old Miss Hampton took offense to that. She took offense to it so bad, you know, she wound up shooting this woman multiple times in front of her daughter. And she was subsequently arrested, where she said she did it. And she did it because the woman didn't say thank you, which, you know, happens a lot out here. But the reason why I'm talking about this story again is the family of the victim, Miss Simpson, is talking about the situation. And I want you guys to hear what they had to say, and then I'm going to come back with commentary. Check it out.
Well, it started as a simple act of kindness, holding a door open for a stranger, but it ended in heartbreak outside of a North Texas pet store. Dallas police say Cecilia Simpson was gunned down this past Tuesday after confronting another woman for not saying thank you. Happened in the 3500 block of West Wheatland in southeast Oak Cliff. That brief encounter spiraled into an argument, a chase into the store, and ultimately a deadly shooting in the parking lot. Fox 4's Vanya Castillo sat down with the victim's loved ones today and joins us live tonight with their story. Hi, Vanya.
Hi, Casey. Yeah, a senseless tragedy. That's what the mother of the woman who was killed earlier this week is calling her daughter's death after she was killed over the lack of a thank you.
It's like a bad dream that I can never wake up from.
Leslie Wickware was waiting for her daughter, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson, affectionately known to her family as Cece, to come and visit her.
But it never happened. So it's a hard, difficult, sad thing. Senseless.
According to a police affidavit, she had opened the door for 22-year-old Kiana Hampton. And when Hampton didn't say thank you, Simpson called her out. It led to an argument between the two women. Simpson entered the PetSmart and told employees she was being followed.
My mom, you know, as a bigger person, she walked away multiple times.
The affidavit says that Kiana Hampton admitted to following Simpson into PetSmart, throwing a bottle at her car as she was trying to leave, and getting into a fight before eventually shooting her in the parking lot.
I would never forget my granddaughter calling me, telling me that her mother had got. I would never forget those screams. I would never. The screams when she was calling me, telling me her mother got shot. The screams in the emergency room when the doctor told us she didn't make it.
Simpson's 16-year-old son says he doesn't sleep much anymore because instead of dreams, he's plagued by one unanswered question after another.
What was she thinking? What was going through her mind? Why did she have to follow my mom? What provoked her to continue to engage with my mom? What drove her to do that?
Hampton has been charged with murder in the case. She had previously been arrested for assaulting a family member.
It's crazy, you know, because one day you wake up with your mom next to your side, and the next day it's quiet. You know, you can't see her no more.
Simpson's family wants her to be remembered for more than just the way her life ended.
Outside of this horrible tragedy, she was a person who has kids and a family who loves her and will miss her.
It was all love. She showed her love in many ways. Even if you didn't take it, she showed her love.
Well, Simpson's daughter was with her when the attack happened, and her family is trying to raise enough money to make sure she gets the mental health support she needs, and also that her brother and her are taken care of. Back to you, Casey.
Proof that life can change in an instant. Fox 4's Vanya Castillo reporting live for us. Vanya, thank you.
Family members of a Dallas woman shot and killed in the parking lot of a PetSmart this week are speaking out about the tragedy. According to an arrest affidavit, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson was shot to death after confronting another woman for not saying thank you as she held the door for her. NBC5's Candace Sweat has the story.
Like a bad dream that I can never wake up from.
Leslie Wickware, flanked by her daughter and grandson, says the question they all have is why.
You have taken their mother from them. You took my daughter, you took her sister, you took their aunt, her cousin, you took her from us for no reason.
Her daughter, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson, was shot and killed by 22-year-old Kiana Hampton just days ago.
I would never forget those screams. I would never. The screams when she was calling me, telling me her mother got shot. The screams in the emergency room when the doctor told us she didn't make it.
It's how the shooting unfolded that simply doesn't make sense.
I haven't been able to sleep much. It's just unreal to lose your only sibling this way.
According to court documents, Simpson was leaving the Five Below store on Wheatland Road. Witnesses say she held the door for Hampton. When Hampton didn't thank Simpson for holding the door, the two engaged in a verbal dispute. A witness said Hampton then followed Simpson to a nearby PetSmart where she continued to engage. At some point, the dispute turned physical and she shot Simpson several times.
What was she thinking? What was going through her mind? Why did she have to follow my mom? What provoked her to continue to engage with my mom?
I'd like to go ahead and lead us in prayer before we get this started, all right, y'all? Heavenly Father, we'd like to...
Classmates, also dealing with the loss, met at Armstrong Park for a balloon release in Simpson's memory.
Outside of this horrible tragedy, she was a person who has kids and a family who loves her and will miss her.
Yeah, we go count on count of three, y'all. We gonna say, CC, we love you. 1, 2, 3. CC, we love you, girl. We love you, girl. We love you, CC. We love you.
In Duncanville, Candace Sweat, NBC5.
Hampton fled afterwards and was later arrested and charged with murder. She's currently being held at the Dallas County Jail without bond.
Hey guys, you seen it. 22-year-old woman did some idiotic shit and got no bond. Admitted that she did it because the woman didn't say thank you to her. Who the fuck are you that somebody got to show you ultimate respect for a deed you did that you did voluntarily? Now, I'm going to tell you something like we talked about before. People, this happens to everybody. That's nothing. A lot of times people be in their own world when you hold the door open for them. I mean, it should never lead to death. But this is an example, people, why you don't argue with strangers. Now, if you listen to the young man that was talking, I think she said that was her son. He said, why did the woman have to follow my mom? Why did she? This is what I honestly believe. If you remember the first story, it started at Five Below. Argument kept going. This 22-year-old girl kept following the lady. And the lady did what? Kept talking back to her, giving her the attention and the energy she needed to fuel the fire within herself of insecurity. Now, this woman's 41 years old. This girl's 22. Supposedly, the 41-year-old lady had a daughter that was in her 20s. And I'm more than sure she giving it to this 22-year-old because you old enough to be my daughter. Who you talking to? Nobody was there. But a lot of times people ain't going to take disrespect after somebody feels they've been disrespected. And a lot of people want you to talk to them a certain way or the right way for them to even come to a resolution. I think this whole thing came from, yeah, the lady didn't say thank you. And then this other girl was turned up. And the woman that was older that lost her life, sadly, kept entertaining her by going back and forth with her. And the conversation got more and more aggressive. In the old other video that I showed you, the last time I did a video on this, supposedly they got in the car and she threw a water bottle at the car. If they were driving away and she threw the water bottle at the car, how did the lady get shot up outside the car? She stopped the car and got back out. You should never let people push your buttons, folks. Seriously. Because you can see what happened. And this is just one example out of many of how people are crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to play the game, the dumb game with an idiot when emotions are involved. If somebody can control your emotions, especially the men, and I want men to hear me, or young men, if a person controls your emotions, they control you. They also control your actions. There are a lot of people out here that get off in pushing people's buttons. Or there are people out here that are so insecure in their own self, the slightest thing that may not be disrespectful or unnoticed may be ultimate disrespect to them. And then they got to go all out to prove that they're a human being or they worthy of respect. And I think this is one of them cases. And being honest with you, a lot of times there are people out here that are so hyper aggressive. Even if the lady said thank you after it was over, the other girl would have probably kept going. So, I mean, she could have said thank you. All right, here, thank you, damn. What you mean, damn? It could have been some more stuff. Either way, this is something that didn't have to be. There are a lot of people out here that have like childlike minds and they're grown-ups with childlike emotions. She did all of that shit. Killed the lady, then here come the law. They get up on her and, yeah, I did it. She didn't say thank you to me. You look stupid. Then you told on yourself and got no bond. They're going to smoke you. 22 years old, you threw your life away over nothing. An interaction with a stranger that you had no real connection with as far as conversation or anything, to where it turned into a bunch of nothing. And now you getting locked up and we don't know how much time you're going to do for nothing that you turned into something. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care. But you got a gun on you for any damn way.